game between Sudan and the reigning champions of CHAN, and that is Senegal. And of course, the game ended in a 0-0 draw. But that means Uganda will be coming on Saturday to face Senegal in the quarter final. And let's have a look now at news here on UBC TV. First, though, let's have a look at our top stories.
Brought to you by Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
Tonight, President Museveni promises tea growers from Western Uganda funding for fertilizers. The Prime Minister, Robin Onabanja, meets Kasita leaders over strike announced by traders. NRM party unveils a new themed President Museveni campaign poster for 2025-2026 campaigns. And in sports, athletics commentator Rob Walker in Uganda for the 4th Tascalite Mount Rwenzori Marathon.
Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
Hello there and welcome once again. We're coming to you live online and on air from Broadcasting House here on Nile Avenue. I am Rukidi Kiijanangoma. Now, President Museveni has proposed availing funds for fertilizers to the tea farmers in Western region. President Museveni says the matter will be addressed in cabinet to ensure that about 200 billion shillings is availed for the cause. This includes 46 billion for tea growers and 152 billion for factories. The president was meeting tea growers and processors in Western region, where he also promised to address the 112 billion debts eating up tea farmers. President Museveni reminded the farmers of wealth creation, especially commercial agriculture. He also proposed an alternative to electricity burden to ensure the stable production in the region. The event attracted leaders, including officials from the Ministry of Agriculture, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa, among others.
Because you remember, somebody was saying that the Mtoro Gara was saying you get 1,000 kilos from 1 acre. But people like Mguruska Bwejere were saying if all things are done, you can get 8,000. So which is which now? Professor Kamuntu will coordinate that so that we get a document so that we know how to guide our people. But now I've got a lot of information. Number one, fertilizers. We need to get you a fund for fertilizers because, and we shall get it. I will go back to the cabinet and make sure that we get this fund. You are talking of, I think a figure that was talked here was about 200 billion, 46 billion for the tea growers, and 152 billion for the factories. Is that correct? Is that correct? That was Waseja Baraba. About 200 billion. About 200 billion. Then the Runimi Group, 112 billion for the tea growers who still have debts. And I don't know whether that would cover, it would cover all of them because they were talking about the same thing. So 200 billion plus 112 billion, that's about 300 something billion. We shall raise it because I cannot say kurebe kuzara chikafa tulia. It's not possible because this is not a road that you are putting money there. It wouldn't take. This is production where you put money and you get more money. So there's really no reason why we can fail to solve this problem. I guarantee you this will be done. I will now Now, then the issue of electricity and REV, I'm going to also follow up this one of electricity. But in the meantime, we can calculate and give you tax-free diesel for some time, a certain quantity, so that because we are feeding people who will produce more money. This is really not bad. It's not bad economics at all. You remember the big battle we have been having has been your people. The ones who stayed outside the money economy. From 96, we have been creating funds to help them. We started with the Ntandukwa, which we put out the sub-county, and it died there. It never moved. Then we brought NADS. But when I checked, 2013, the people in the money economy were only 32% of the homesteads. 68% were still outside the money economy. Okorenda yonka, working only for the stomach. You remember that's when I brought in soldiers. So you don't know what this NADS was working, reaching all these people. That was the problem.
President Museveni addressing tea farmers in Western Uganda. Now, President Yoweri Museveni today held talks with Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, Director General of the World Health Organization at State Lodge in Nakasero. The discussions focused on strengthening Uganda's health sector through sustainable financing, local pharmaceutical manufacturing, and public health insurance to ensure long-term resilience. The Prime Minister of Uganda, Robert Nabanja, has met with leaders of the Kampala City Traders Association, CACITA, over the strike announced by traders. Nabanja, who was flanked by the Minister for Finance, Planning and Economic Development, Matia Kasaija, the Minister of State for Trade, General Mbasu Mbadi, and the Commissioner General of Uganda Revenue Authority, John Musinguzi Rujochi, discussed issues affecting traders led by the chairperson of CACITA, Issa Sechito. We have more in this story.
Nabanja, while meeting the traders' leaders, assured them that government will address issues affecting the operations of their businesses. She says that there is no need for traders to close their shops.
On textile garments and tax adjustments, we have all agreed that this is a policy matter which cannot be decided in this meeting. We are going to make it go through government so that we have a whole of government approach. But we are going to meet the traders tomorrow here in the Prime Minister's conference hall down here tomorrow to further these discussions. But we have said those who want to open their shops should open tomorrow.
The Finance Minister, Matia Kasaija, says that there is a need to harmonize with the traders for smooth operations.
And we all agree to why this is done, this is not done. And I believe tomorrow we shall have a successful meeting.
The State Minister for Trade, General Mbadi Mbasu, says that the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives will start holding meetings on a quarterly basis to address the issues as they come up.
That some of their issues can be discussed in meetings where we make policies that affect them.
John Musinguzi, the Commissioner General Uganda Revenue Authority, says that after the meeting, traders whose containers were impounded by URA over taxes will not pay penalties but just pay taxes as assessed.
The Kasita leaders will work hand in hand with Uganda Revenue Authority to ensure that we expeditiously clear the goods that have been pending.
Meanwhile, on behalf of Kasita, the chairman Issa Sechito was optimistic that issues affecting traders will be addressed, especially the use of kilograms as a unit to determine taxes on garments and clothes.
We also agreed that we continue the engagement because the document bears over 11 issues. The most important of all is the taxes in kilos, and that's why we have asked her to particularly talk to the president.
The Prime Minister will meet traders at the office of the Prime Minister and listen to their complaints. However, Nabanj appealed to the traders to open up their shops as the government handles their issues.
Meanwhile, earlier on, traders operating businesses in different shopping city centres in Kampala had appealed to government to intervene on exorbitant taxes that Uganda Revenue Authority charges. Kasita chairperson Haji Issa Sechito told UBC that although government had promised a curb on the exorbitant taxes faced by traders, this was in vain, hence the protest by traders.
Business in Kampala City Centre was unusual, as shops had closed when traders protested against unbearable taxes. Security deployed and patrolled different streets, but the strike gained momentum. Traders say the cost of doing business in the city is high, while sales have declined.
Taxes are too high on us. We have closed our shops, not because we have a lot, but because we want to be at least treated fairly as citizens of this country.
Among the concerns is the one of measuring taxes in kilos for garments and textiles, which has lagged. It has not been solved, not even after reducing $1 from each kilogram. It remained the same. It should have reduced a bit.
The chairperson, Kampala State Traders Association, Kasita, Haji Issa Sechito says, although President Museveni had promised to address their concerns, nothing has changed.
This matter started some time back, but last year when the traders of textile and garments demonstrated peacefully, we met the Prime Minister, who gave us a letter that the President would come back to us soon. Soon has become the soon of Jesus. It's not only the President to solve this. Some of this work is technical, by the means to be solved by the technical rights at the means of trade, means of finance, revenue authority, and other statutory bodies.
The traders demand urgent government intervention, Ministry of Trade, among other stakeholders, before they can resume work.
The finance minister, we wrote it to revenue authority and everybody concerning this matter. Nobody meaningfully came out. It was only one minister, Honorable Bahati.
The foreigners are treated well, more than us, the citizens. So we are calling upon the government to at least to reduce on the taxes.
Sechito told UBC TV why some businesses were still operating amidst the strike.
Some of it is state-inspired because some people enjoy it. If you say close and others are not closing, maybe some agencies benefit out of our weakness. But also, some of it is attributed to greed.
Kampala traders threaten to extend the strike if government doesn't review the tax policies. Rebecca Nantongo, Kenneth Tanaba, UBC News.
The National Resistance Movement has unveiled the official campaign poster for President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. This time, NRM campaigns are on the theme of protecting the gains as we make a quantitative leap into high middle income status. Philip Aguta reports.
The The NRM National Party Vice Chairperson, Alhaji Moses Chigongo, unveiled the portrait for 2025-2026 campaigns at Chadon Road in Kampala, witnessed by district NRM chairpersons. From prosperity for all in 2011 to steady progress in 2016, then to securing your future in 2021, the party is to use protecting the gains to seek another mandate for 2025-2026 campaigns.
Gain, we need to protect the gain as we make a qualitative leap into a middle income status.
Alhaji Moses Chigongo urged the party members on unity and encouraged them to be disciplined.
We have gone back to the drawing table to see how we are going to start. We are requesting all Ugandans to support the movement because we are here to renew our mandate so that our chairman becomes the president of this country for the other 5 years to come. It isn't something simple to reach where we are. And I'm appealing to all of you to go back to our methods of work in the NRM.
The NRM Secretary General Richard Todwong asked the party district chairpersons to understand what it means to protect the gains.
And so this theme is what we shall market to Ugandans, to protect the gain and to make sure that we make a qualitative leap into a high middle income status. The Right Honorable First Vice Chairperson of the party wishes to present this theme to the members and ask that the members accept and we use it for the campaigns of 2026-2031 general election.
Meanwhile, the district chairpersons were briefed on the upcoming delegates conference.
I'm in charge of that committee. I'm not going to allow anybody who is a non-delegate to come to Kampala. We have got information that some of the districts are smuggling non-delegates and replacing them with delegates. You're playing with the wrong hand. We have already got that, and we have deleted those names.
Story compiled by Phil Paguta for UBC News.
The government of Uganda has started negotiations with topmost investors in the world to make Uganda digital. The Prime Minister of Uganda, Robina Nabanja, Tuesday morning held discussions with investors who are in the country to explore investment opportunities.
Uganda is on her transformation journey, connecting country to the global world with a 5 years digital transformation roadmap. Though the country is on the move, the government still needs more investments that will make this dream a reality. Last week, Uganda received an international business delegation composed of the topmost investors in the digital world, led by Dr. Jakampudi Crowdre from India. Today, the delegation held talks with the Prime Minister of Uganda, Robina Nabanja, who proposed to make Uganda digital.
As you are aware, on Friday, I was contacted by Colonel Nakareba, and we had a discussion with this team. Those in tourism sector, the big man is here. Those investment industries and other things is here. The National Planning Authority can help us to guide overall.
So even startup Uganda also is part of the digital Uganda, so that the infrastructure is common, whether it's for a startup company or other companies. The reason I want to stress the need. The whole world is going digital transformation, AI transformation. Whichever company, whichever country are behind, they'll be behind in every aspect. So it is utmost important anything related to whatever you are doing, supply chain, transportation, defense, aerospace, whatever this thing, without technology, they will be lagging behind. And if you embrace the technology and you can create more job opportunities for your own country people.
Dr. Chodre says this partnership with the government of Uganda will transform Uganda's economy and will also create millions of jobs like he has done in other parts of the world.
If you have noticed, if you have visited high-tech city or financial district, is almost as good as Manhattan or any Silicon Valley anywhere in the world. The kind of jobs we created, they're on very high-paying jobs. It's just not ordinary. Average salary could be $100,000 plus average. I'm talking about.
The meeting was also attended by the State Minister for National Guidance and ICT, Godfrey Kabyanga, Minister for Tourism, Colonel Freddy Butime, the Executive Director of the National Planning Authority, Professor Pamela Mbabazi, and the Head of State House Investors Protection Unit, Colonel Edith Nakarema.
They would love to have our universities or a particular university to promote research and development, innovation, and startup ecosystems.
We continue welcoming new ideas and also strengthening our position as Uganda. But that digital Uganda is one thing which we are aiming at.
Indian investment is still the highest in industry in this country. And it's great now we are adding one another thing. We shall have a lot to talk about. Be it steel, be it all industries come from India.
Our figures now show, the satellite account shows now that apparently inbound tourists, India is ahead of every other country, which is very surprising, and I really encourage, I encourage our brothers from India to come to Uganda and visit.
Ready, we have the best investment climate, and I will work with the Minister for Tourism to ensure that.
The National Resistance Movement Disputes Tribunal has made rulings on complaints arising from the party primaries. The tribunal upheld the victory of various party flag bearers that include Brigadier General retired Emmanuel Rwashande for Rwemiyaga constituency, Philip Munduni for Machindi Sabagabo, Mwine Mpaka Rwamirama, Mbarara City South, and Otto Edward McMott for Agago County. According to the tribunal, they have found no substantial evidence from the petitions to nullify the elections.
Rwemiyaga constituency had a highly contested election marred with violence and stiff competition. The National Resistance Movement Election Commission announced Brigadier General Emmanuel Rwashande flag bearer, which prompted the incumbent Theodore Sechikubo to petition the disputes tribunal challenging the results.
We need him. We need everybody. I am calling all the supporters of Sechikubo to come back. Some of them have already come back. Others came to me and they apologized. They said, we did this, we did this, we did this. I have myself moved around the police centers.
The tribunal has now dismissed Sechikubo's allegations and upheld the victory of Emmanuel Rwashande.
I'm very happy that the people of Rwemiyaga had made a statement. They have shown the world that they were lacking something, and they have proved it through ballot. And I want to thank them for that.
In other rulings, the tribunal has upheld the election of Philip Munduni, Machindi Sabagabo, dismissing Paul's claims on vote rigging and violations.
We are going to start preparations for the upcoming elections come 2021. I appeal to you that let's join together. Let us forget the differences.
Philip Munduni, the upheld Machindi NRM flag bearer, urged all NRM supporters to reconcile and work towards winning the 2026 general election.
When you join us and we work together, all these years, 20 years, NRM has not been in Machindi Sabagabo. We are going to become victorious. So
the tribunal also maintained, among others, the victory of Kaima Moses, Ruhama East Ntungamo, Mwine Mpaka Rwamirama, Mbarara City South constituency, Otto Edward McMott, Agago County.
And even people know in villages, even security knows the DSOs and the GISOs. You cannot win a parish in a sub-county out of 9 sub-counties and then you claim victory.
So today, I am extremely happy that I have won the petition that was filed by my opponents.
I want to thank the panel, the able panel, that right from the hearing asked the material questions, and you could clearly see on a prima facie basis that it was a mere question of time.
Various NRM members spoke to UBC, calling for unity and thanked the tribunal for the ruling.
I can argue my opponent, Seiko Kenneth Cheborion, who was the second runner in this election that we just finished. I just want him to, since we come from one party, which is NRM, he should rally behind me and we build our party. We share ideas and we see how we can grow NRM.
After the process, some candidates were not satisfied, so they petitioned us. And today we have gone through the formal process and come to the conclusion. And I request all those that contested, who are competing as a family, and now we should be one to campaign for our party.
He was alleging that I never resigned from Makerere University, where I've worked for more than 24 years, and that I participated in party structures.
The tribunal is due to conclude its rulings on parliamentary election petitions. Joseph Muyingo compiled this report.
The Ministry of Tourism, Wildlife and Antiquities has launched the Presidential CEO Forum, PCF 6th Biannual Private Sector CEO Retreat. The retreat, scheduled for September 9th to 11th in Fort Portal, Tourism City, will focus on unlocking the full potential of Uganda's tourism industry.
The State Minister for Tourism, Martin Mugaraba Induka, described the retreat as a key milestone in Uganda's journey towards becoming Africa's leading sustainable tourism destination, with tourism recognized as one of the country's most dynamic and resilient economic sectors. The minister emphasized its role not just in contributing to GDP, employment and foreign exchange, but also in promoting cultural preservation, inclusive growth and environmental sustainability.
We are blessed with extraordinary natural beauty, from the snow-capped Rwenzori Mountains, the source of the Nile, the iconic mountain gorillas in Bwindi, to our diverse cultures and warm-hearted people. But this potential can only be fully realized through strategic collaboration between the public and the private sector.
The Presidential CEO Forum is a platform for tourism leaders and business executives to align their strategies with national priorities.
Communicate the 6th biannual that is going to be held in September next month, and this is going to be taking place in Fort Portal, because Fort Portal is known to be a tourism city, and we're talking about tourism. So tourism is one of those key priority sectors that has been captured by government within the ATMs, that is within the strategic interventions going forward as we look forward to achieve the tenfold economy.
The minister re-echoed the president's message that tourism is not only about wildlife and scenery, but also about people, peace and hospitality. He also called on stakeholders, including government agencies, private sector communities and development partners, to take part in shaping the future of tourism.
This retreat shall not just be an opportunity for reflection and strategy, it will be an embodiment of the national ambition, where the private sector strengthens its position as a co-pilot in driving tourism development.
The retreat will coincide with National Tourism Month in September, a time when Uganda showcases its rich in tourism offerings and invites both domestic and international travelers to explore the Pearl of Africa.
We are having people like Anne Kansime, who we are actually inviting to speak. We think people like that, if they are supported, they can actually be big products for the country. They can sell Uganda, but also bring in a lot of money for Uganda.
The minister also commended the leadership of the Presidential CEO Forum for their continued partnership with the government and their role in organizing the retreat. The event is expected to be graced by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, as the guest of honor. Charity Marion Imnat and Dan Lugemwa for UBC.
Uganda Police and the Justice Sector Partners has endorsed a standard operating procedure manual for the management of crime scenes in cases of trafficking in persons. The Deputy Inspector General of Police, James Ochaya, highlighted the persistent challenges that hinder effective crime scene management.
Management of crime scenes related to trafficking in persons is a complex and sensitive area in police investigations. Uganda Police and Development Partners have developed standard operating procedures to guide in handling of such cases in line with evolving crime environment.
It ensures that every trace is preserved for court. 2, victim-centered. It recognizes that the way we handle a scene can protect or harm the survivor's dignity.
Program to have these procedures documented so that we have a clear, practical, and standardized guide for securing and documenting, as well as examining every scene in all peculiar circumstances which are critical for management of these incidents of trafficking in persons.
Trafficking in persons globally is a violation of human rights and a modern-day slavery requiring coordinated international efforts to combat.
Ensuring access to justice means ensuring that survivors are heard, that they are protected and empowered. To achieve justice, we must also secure high-quality evidence. Human trafficking cases are complex. Perpetrators are often organized, crimes are hidden, and victims may be too traumatized or too afraid to testify.
We encourage government and partners to allocate adequate resources for effective rollout, monitoring, and continuous updating of the SOPs, cognizant of the fact that the criminals are always a step ahead of us.
Meanwhile, police plans to introduce annual Turing examinations for officers to strengthen competences in response to changing global crime trends.
We used to have annual exams for every police officer, not only CID, not only SOCO, but there's annual law exams within the police. And that contributed to your career advancement. And that is what we are introducing.
The Office of the Director of Public Prosecution is concerned over the limited expertise of frontline responders who often mishandle crime scenes.
And nothing works in this country unless there is good maintenance of law and order in the country. And one of the cardinal cornerstones of maintenance of law and order is to ensure that crime is detected, it is investigated effectively and prosecuted.
Leveraging on the standard operating procedures will ensure consistency across agencies and to uphold legal integrity through victim-centered approaches. Abdul Nasser Lubwama and Rogers Komagum for UBC.
Now, with the need to enhance service delivery, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, UBC, is to partner with Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA. The partnership will involve benchmarking from the Japan media industry and to strengthen capacity of the corporation staff through in-house training and digital technology. The national broadcasters entered a mutual cooperation agreement during a meeting of top managers for the two broadcast entities held at Uganda Broadcasting Corporation headquarters here in Kampala.
In the meeting, the Managing Director, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, Winston Agaba, commended the relationship between JICA and the corporation that dates way back in 1980s, and it has seen the corporation growing in one way or the other.
But you did support us even with equipment for 11 studios. You did support us as JICA with putting up the 200-meter tower that is at Colombo, where we host all the other TVs and radios. You did support us with two medium wave broadcasting stations.
Mr. Agaba, however, expressed the need to strengthen the relationship between Japan International Cooperation Agency and Uganda Broadcasting Corporation through having media training to exchange programs in line with the latest media dictator technology.
And to us, as Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, we look at the bigger picture. We think that sharing of knowledge is only a humanitarian thing that can be done by those that are already ahead.
Under the arrangement, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation staff will have trainings in Japan. Likewise, the counterparts in Japan will benchmark from Uganda Broadcasting Corporation.
So for that training part, we will actually need support to be able to set up training booths for radio editing, for radio broadcasting, for TV editing, for camera work.
Because I believe you are better in terms of technology, in terms of production, so we very much appreciate support in terms of already made, but also support in terms of producing.
Ashington Keishi, the Senior Advisor Peace, Building and Governance at JICA, expressed their commitment as JICA towards the cooperation.
Future cooperation. I must say, we have for example, a co-sharing program in which we invite journalists to Japan, and which is called role of mass media in democratic country. The purpose for it is to improve the freedom of expression and access to information.
During the meeting, the heads revealed their intention to come up with a training center aimed at impacting basic journalism skills.
Illuminates the country 100%, both for TV and radio, because we shall be carrying our radio signals also on the satellite.
Languages, so many cultures somehow, but we have common cultures, but we have different cultures. So in our local languages, we do programs like Education Forum. That one looks at education policies, programs, curriculums.
The Managing Director, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, Winston Agaba, reaffirmed their commitment as a corporation towards better service delivery. The meeting was attended by Manager Finance, Peter Kagwa, Manager Television, Ronald Chiimba, Manager Radio, Doreen Indez, and Manager Signet, among others, Deborah Namamonde, Daniel Lugemoa, UBC News.
We'll now take a short break, but we'll be returning with much more. Do stay with us.
Big thing about the MTN Super. Wali yakapia musite wali yakapia. MTN kabo de super mustairompia. Then you kabo de smartphone nebi yakabibiona. MTN kabo de super mustairompia. Then you kabo de smartphone nebi yakabibiona.
Get the new Kabode Super smartphone and enjoy 16 GB free. Start with a deposit of only 45,000 Uganda shillings and pay the rest in daily installments of less than 1K. You can also make weekly and monthly installments. Together, our vibes are unstoppable. Terms and conditions apply. MTN. MTN is regulated by Uganda Communications Commission.
You got us on your wallet.
Drama? Colleagues, elections for special interest groups are calling. SIGs, elections, youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time to vote for our leaders. June through August. From village to parish to district to nationals. Youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time, go vote your leaders. No! Elections are supposed to be peaceful. Easy vote, okay?
Youth, elderly,
and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
Techno and MTN. Together, our flash snap is unstoppable. Grab the Techno Camon 40 series and get free 9 GB of MTN data, valid for 3 months. Don't wait. Get your Techno Camon 40 today at Techno stores and MTN outlets. MTN is regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission.
The Namukekera Industrial Trade Show and Bazaar is back. Bigger, better, and bolder. Brought to you by Namukekera Rural Industrial Center and Operation Wealth Creation under the theme Driving Industrialization for Sustainable Growth from Thursday 28th to Saturday 30th August 2025 at the amazing Liaoshen Industrial Park, Kapeka. Chief guest is General Salim Saleh, Chief Coordinator of Operation Wealth Creation. Entrance is 2,000 shillings per day. Are you a business owner, school administrator, or someone who loves to support local products? This is your event. Enjoy crazy discounts on quality items from Liaoshen Industrial Park and other authentic Ugandan exhibitors from across the country. Stylish fashion garments, shoes and bags, sleek mobile phones and electrical appliances, beautiful ceramics, tiles, durable agriculture tools and equipment, mouth-watering dried mangoes and pineapples, plus so much more. Don't miss performances from Uganda's top artists. To exhibit, call 0757 896 914. Kapeka, the center for all your quality products.
At UNOC, we believe in safety.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Welcome back from that break, and this is News Tonight here on UBC TV. King Caesar Augustus Mulenga has rounded up the Western Uganda campaign trail from Fort Portal City, where he has engaged delegates from Toro and Rwenzori sub-regions. Mulenga is among the 8 candidates eyeing the National Entrepreneurs Leadership League of the NRM party.
King Caesar Augustus Mulenga has campaigned in Toro and Rwenzori sub-regions.
The reason I'm here is to support King Caesar, and there are many reasons why I support King Caesar.
So now we have started the war.
A campaign meeting held in Fort Portal City on Tuesday 19th August 2025 attracted delegates from the districts of Kyengejo, Chegegwa, Kauroli, Wundiwujo, Bunyangabo, Kamwinga and Kasese.
I'm happy I have heard you are going to start circles.
Nyoba gambiriza tugende Kenya na gamba no. I'm an entrepreneur company yange tukuja kuemera for the whole week.
Being already an established entrepreneur, according to delegates, Mulenga stands a better choice among his competitors.
King Caesar himself is an entrepreneur by example. And because of that, he has come with a good manifesto trying to put entrepreneur back on track.
To others, Mulenga has been tested and tried.
He has that big heart of donating, helping people, and in entrepreneurship, we need such kind of person who will come in with a big heart to fight for the interest of entrepreneurs.
With the elections setting on 25th August 2025, Toro and Renzo sub-regions have endorsed King Caesar Mulenga.
To endorse him, because he has been preaching this development message. We want to thank King Caesar for the past records of mobilizing with President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
And by his track record, Mulenga's campaign trail has been almost a walkover.
He supported Catholics, Church of Uganda, Muslims.
Is the transformational, visionary leader, King Caesar, that we are blessed with.
Let me tell you, it is business that drives this economy, isn't it? So you are very important people.
For me, I have moved around the whole country with King, and I can assure you we have the win.
Addressing delegates, Mulenga emphasized that the current influx of unemployment in Uganda can only be addressed by re-strategizing.
We need to change. If we don't change, we are going to get problems. We must adopt that style of involving our kids in our businesses, especially we entrepreneurs, so that we create jobs for what? For them.
In fact, he says, charity must begin from home.
Let us change and start teaching our children how to fish rather than giving them fish every day of their what? Their life.
The race for National Chairperson Entrepreneurs League has attracted 8 contestants, and the campaigns will end over this weekend ahead of the 25th August 2025 elections at Kololo in Kampala. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
Investors,
to Lira City now, where caregivers at Ngetta Babies Home in Lira City have appealed to parents to take responsibility for their children as the facility struggles with overcrowding, limited funding, and raising cases of abandonment.
The cries of abandoned infants tell a story of both hope and struggle. Ngetta Babies Home in Lira City, founded in 1968, cares for children rescued from neglect and unsafe environments across northern region. But today it is overcrowded with limited resources and a rising number of abandoned boys compared to girls.
Boys, at times you find the home is full of boys, and those who want to adopt, they want what? Girls. So we have a problem that a thought that some years to come, the boys may be stuck in this home. Then another challenge is our workers. Because since we don't have a dawn and whatnot, at times when the month is ending, we are nowhere. At times we find that we have nothing to give to our workers.
Over 50 Subaru enthusiasts from Lira and Gulu delivered food, clothes and other essentials to the facility.
And the other message that we also want to pass out to the public is that you should be able to give back responsibly. If you have in your mind, if you form an opinion to have canon knowledge of a woman or of a man, you should know that the repercussion is birth. And once you give birth, you should be able to take parental responsibility. If you do not take parental responsibility, other people will do it for you. It will be so bad if you are still alive, if you are able to do so, but you left your child anywhere for other people to take care of.
The Subaru drivers have been on the spot on allegation of bad driving and noise pollution.
We are trying to trim and make sure we have good drivers who respect the rules and regulations of the road, and not just that, but also the signs and the posts that are on the road to be followed. We have on our WhatsApp groups, we have lessons and we have sessions where mechanics come and lecture people on how to use the road, on what car signs have to be followed where need be. So there is always knowledge share amongst ourselves, not just.
The group has also announced that Subaru will host rally drivers from across northern region in Gulu next month.
To Moroto now, and it's not good news coming from there, because a family of a sodomized child in Moroto municipality is living in fear after allegedly getting threats from Moroto Catholic Church leaders and the community as they sought justice for their child. The victim's father, Simon Peter Lotimo, told UBC that their 14-year-old son was sodomized by one Michael Okello, a school warden of Child Jesus Primary School in Moroto municipality.
Last month, police in Moroto district arrested the head teacher of Child Jesus Primary School, Salusi Isalako, and Michael Ilweru, a dormitory warden, and remanded to Moroto government prison for aggravated homosexuality. It is alleged Michael Ilweru sodomized a 14-year-old primary 6 pupil.
He came, started touching my private part. I caught his hand and then he ran away. Again, after there, he gained the part there. And then again, after me shifting out to the doorway at the corner, the door of the dormitory captain, near the door of the dormitory captain. And at night when I stood up, I got spammed. My bums were paining.
The victim reported to the school administration, but the headmistress just took him to Moroto Regional Referral Hospital for treatment and went silent.
And they sat with the perpetrator. And this gentleman said, first of all, the first later on, he said, yeah, he did it. You have a contract of only 3 months, and you leave. So these children felt they have not been given justice. So what they did, they said, now what we can do, I think they have been participating in these church activities. Altar boys, I'm told one of them is the only thing is let's participate as altar boys, and we get to church. When you come out, you sneak out. That is how these children were held.
And then I explained all to sister. Sister told us that we don't tell our parents. And then they told us to go back after. And then at night, when the normative captain called us at night, he told us, when you get again back on your bed, for when he does do anything, you tell him. At the night, the normative captain came to my bed and he told me that if you tell it out, that will kill me.
The boy later escaped from school and went back home and explained to the mother, who reported to Moroto police station.
Teacher told he took me to Sister Lucy. And then what did Sister do? Sister took that I'm not alone, Mommy, we are many. Then I said yes. Then Sister did what? That Sister took us where? Sister took us to downer section. They counseled them that don't tell out this issue. Don't even tell your parents.
The religious sisters, I don't want to mention her name. She told my wife that if this man did to this boy 4 times, that means the boy was enjoying that. It was also harsh to us that he took a wrong decision. We are supposed to have gone to office. We have especially the headmistress, who is the religious sister, put in prison.
Told me that he is sorry, which that sorry is something that I can't believe that Bishop took me also as a bad person.
Moroto District Deputy RDC Justin Tuko Sam has intervened.
That did not only affect only one child, but at the time of our operation in the school, had attempted almost very many children in the school.
According to 2023 anti-homosexuality law, a person who commits aggravated homosexuality serves death penalty.
Now, Uganda has joined the world to commemorate World Humanitarian Day to honor humanitarian workers and those who have lost their lives while serving humanitarian causes. This year, activities were at Kiijanangoma refugee settlement, where a youth dialogue was held under the theme Bridging Opportunity Gaps.
The goal of World Humanitarian Day, marked every 19th of August, is to raise awareness on the global humanitarian efforts and the need for international cooperation in supporting vulnerable populations. Meanwhile, Brighter Monday Uganda and partners Finchurch Aid and MasterCard Foundation have facilitated interactions and career mentorship for the youth in the Kiijanangoma refugee settlement.
The Brighter Monday program is offering the youth, one, we are training, we are providing skills. Two, we are preparing them for job, we are making them job ready. But finally, and the most important point of the Young Africa Works strategy that MasterCard Foundation is implementing is to place them in dignified and fulfilling employment.
The refugee population here has surged, placing an increasing strain on already scarce resources and services.
Main gaps that we have for the refugees in Kiijanangoma is the food. We don't have enough food for the refugees, and especially the ones who have just arrived from Sudan. These are people who are still struggling to see how they can have complete and the 3 meals. Here, some of them have 1 meal and maybe 1.5 meal.
We are aligning local government programs through education, health, roads, water provision, so that the refugees do not suffer a serious gap. But also the communities themselves, we have called upon communities because they offer land for hire to our refugees to live on their own, and through that they are getting alternative sources of food.
The growing numbers not only test the resilience of host communities, but also raise concerns about sustainability and effective service delivery.
You are great people. When it comes to finding solutions that work, these solutions must not leave behind the refugees themselves. They know better the problems they go through. They know better their home countries, and who knows, at one time they will go back.
These populations live in uncertainty, worried at the instability that deepens their vulnerabilities.
Our arrival from here was in 2016. Then from there, we had to stay until now.
In this hall today, we have learned so many things: interactive community, and also things that are valuable in life.
As Uganda marks World Humanitarian Day, the spotlight remains on the urgent need to create dignified livelihoods, promote social inclusion, and narrow opportunity gaps for displaced communities. Dennis Igoa for UBC in Kiijanangoma.
As Uganda prepares to roll out a new A-level curriculum in 2026, education experts are calling on government to first address the gaps in the lower level curriculum to ensure a smooth transition for learners.
Senior 6 students across the country are expected to begin the new curriculum as guided by the Ministry of Education and Sports. Dr. Marjorie Chomhendo, a senior educationist at Makerere University, notes that the success of the new curriculum depends on how well government aligns it with existing gaps in lower education levels.
Because we're also anticipating that the S6 curriculum is supposed to be revised. So in the event that that revision is not made and you have a scrapping instead, I can only imagine that the gaps that we already are experiencing right from the primary level, secondary level, will only manifest stronger once these students exit at the O-level grade and are getting straight into vocational and university levels.
This was revealed during the release of Cambridge International School Certificates of Secondary Education. School Principal Vienna College Namgongo Muhammad Kachika underscored the collaboration of schools, parents and government will shape academic excellence.
There is a great deal of teamwork within our system. There are faculty deans, there are heads of departments, there are heads of subjects, and then there are interns. So when a student does not get it from a senior teacher, is likely to get it from intern during their tutorship. So there is a lot of synchronized work, and it helps.
We have 30 candidates who have scored at least 5 A's, including A stars. And you have to have 5 of them, and the rest are passed, then you qualify to get a distinction.
Experts emphasize the role of education in enabling students to compete globally.
I would tell my fellow parents here, please try to collaborate with the teachers. Wherever you go, you see someone is not going well, please talk to the teacher. Visit all the teachers. Know what is taking place at school.
I think the only thing we've done is to support her and encourage her and know and keep on assuring her that we know she puts her best effort forward, and her best effort has paid off.
Mary Namkose, UBC News.
Business news now, and State House Investors Protection Unit has engaged with leaders of various government agencies to amplify the visibility of public service delivery. Kano Edith Nakalema says there is need to reflect on national aspirations outlined in Uganda's 4th National Development Plan, NDP4.
With various strategic approaches to socio-economic transformation, such as natural resources, many government interventions remain unknown to the public. There is also limited demonstration of transparency within the public service.
The many investors we are receiving here are all eyeing our minerals, and in particular gold and then the oil. So, are these natural resources that Uganda is endowed with, are they putting us in a position of being blessed or being cursed?
The task and the responsibility that we ought now to do is towards the end of the political regime, we ought to tell the public where we are with implementation of the manifesto they gave us.
Money, we give jobs in fencing of electric parks, national parks. A lot of things are happening really.
Various government agency heads underscored the role of digital platforms in enhancing visibility and cross-sector collaboration.
We need those people to come and create their content while giving our accountability to tell the stories. We have magnificent stories.
Do we engage a TV like UBC to say we get airtime for each and every CEO? You know, in a month we have 2-3 CEOs coming to articulate these issues because people are watching this TV. But of course, finally, the Gen Z, social media, very, very powerful. That we must have a strategy to engage these young people because we have the content, a lot. And all we need is to pass it out to them, and for them, they'll formulate it in their own language.
Everything is information, don't let out. Then you keep it up to when? That is the problem that we find. This one is confidential. Confidential, What is confidential in a public office?
The head of State House Investors Protection Unit, Kano Edith Nakalema, urged agency heads to leverage on youth empowerment, natural resources among others, for socio-economic transformation.
As holders of public offices, I request that we all generate for citizens what they can look at and indeed thank those that trusted us wherever we are sitting or wherever we are working. What will count most upon our retirement from public service is the difference we will have made to the progress of natives. That will be our most valuable dividend to our country.
Now, IGAD is developing a new 5-year strategic plan, 2026-2028. 2026 to 2030, building on valuable lessons from the 2021-2025 plan. The previous plan faced major challenges, including COVID-19, regional conflicts, climate disasters like droughts and floods, and reduced foreign aid. Now, these factors affected progress in agriculture and natural resource management.
The Director for Planning, Coordination and Partnerships at the IGAD Secretariat, Dr. William Anthony, has raised the review current strategies and achievements.
We encountered the COVID-19, but as IGAD, we're able to mobilize our member states immediately, convening the first virtual online summit of our member states, of our heads of state. And from there, we're able to engage our partners. We engaged the EU. We got significant resourcing. We supported our member states to respond to COVID-19, as you may have already seen on a number of reports, supplying equipment, supplying all the necessary resources for countries to respond. And after that, also we continue to work with our countries to bounce back from that situation, where we've been working with our member states on issues of opening up trade opportunities within our member states, cross-border areas where we intervene with the pastoral communities, building the resilience of our communities at the cross-border level.
IGAD will consult member states and work with national authorities to ensure the new strategy addresses grassroots needs and promotes inclusive development.
By the time you develop a national development plan, that means it's inclusive, including the non-state actor priorities and needs. So I want to believe that that is already covered, even in the current NDP4. I'm happy to know that Uganda has already even started implementing its new national development plan. So it's already fully integrated. Now, right now, what we are doing is to ensure that there's alignment of our regional priorities with what the countries already have identified as their areas of interest.
The strategy will also emphasize resilience against health crises and climate change.
IGAD is doing a lot in terms of climate resilience, in terms of health challenges. We are doing a lot with IGAD and in the maintaining of peace in the northern Uganda. We have spillover effects from our neighbors. So under this cooperation framework, we work together to resolve those transcending issues.
The vision strengthens regional integration, boosts peace and security, and advances sustainable development across the Horn of Africa.
State and in areas around the Elegu-Nimre border because of the South Sudanese refugee movement. So we need to have interventions around that area, but also the Busia-Kenya border. There is a lot of trade issues that happen along that corridor, that gateway. So we will need to make sure that we're able to get priorities and from the different sector ministries in terms of what they need to do around those areas in line with their sectors.
So that Kaye, UBC News.
Sports news now, and we begin with athletics, where globally renowned athletics commentator Rob Walker has predicted Uganda's continued dominance in athletics. Walker is in Uganda for this weekend's 4th Tascalite Mount Rwenzori Marathon in Kasese.
Rob Walker has been hosted at the Uganda Tourism Board head office ahead of the highly anticipated Tascalite Mount Rwenzori Marathon.
For those who don't know, Mr. Rob Walker is our honorary sports tourism ambassador. So a title that was bestowed to him by the highest authority in this land. And we actually have a memorandum of understanding with you. So whereas you're here, yes, because of your passion, you're also here because of a partnership that you committed to a couple of years ago. So we don't take that for granted. We thank you for honoring the MOU that you signed with us.
Walker has commentated some of the most high-profile athletics events involving Ugandans at the Olympics and the World Athletics Championships. This has brought him closer to Uganda's athletes, including Joshua Cheptegei, Peoth Chemtai, Jacob Kiplimo, and others who have dominated the stage.
You've also got great female athletes here, and Pereth Chemutai is a great ambassador for Uganda. So you want young girls as well as young boys to look at Pereth and go, hang on a minute, I can do that.
He is here for this weekend's Taskalite Mount Rwenzori Marathon, which he believes is a valuable platform that will help Uganda remain atop. He was at the Uganda Tourism Board that is intent on promoting sports tourism through events like this Taskalite Mount Rwenzori Marathon. Meanwhile, a team of runners and influencers from Southern Africa, that is Namibia and South Africa, and the United Kingdom have arrived for the Taskalite Mount Rwenzori Marathon.
We were here for the Rwenzori Marathon last year, so this will be the second time.
This is actually my second time in Uganda. I love the place, it's a beautiful country, the people are amazing. Can't wait to run the marathon, the official Rwenzori Marathon.
The event is expected to attract elite athletes, corporate participants, local residents, international visitors, and high-profile figures like Rob Walker.
We have a team that has flown all the way from the United Kingdom. They've flown on our national bird, the Uganda Airlines, and they are here to curate and come up with ideas of how they can continuously participate in the Taskalite Mount Rwenzori Marathon.
I'm looking forward to visit Burundi National Park to do the gorilla tracking, interact with them, see how they live, how they feed the babies and so on.
It's my first time ever being in Uganda. I'm so excited to be here to explore this beautiful country, the rich biodiversity, the geology, and everything that just makes this place so unique.
Started in 2022 with just 800 runners, the marathon has grown from 2,000 in the second edition to 6,000 runners from more than 30 countries expected this weekend in Kasese.
With 2 weeks to the annual Churchill International Conference on African Development, TICAD CAP, the qualification process is now complete. John Bansentamo reports.
Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA has completed a nationwide tour of refugee settlements to select teams that will contest the annual Churchill International Conference on African Development, TICAD CAP 2025. The TICAD CAP is organized by Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA with the aim of talent search amongst girls and better correlation within the holding communities and refugees.
The purpose of this football event is to, enhance peaceful coexistence, social cohesion, empowerment of women, and whatever. So we are very grateful to see many players, play very eagerly. And since 2021, JICA has strong interest in, enhancing peaceful coexistence. So we'd like to keep these initiatives. And in the early of September, we will hold a TICAD Cup in Jinja. So we are really looking forward to seeing great play in Jinja.
At Ramanja Refugee Settlement, they collaborated with Sorotilo Bright Stars Football Club to select a team that will contest in the final next month in Njero. The selection was after a football tournament won by Buizi SS She Falcons FC that beat She Global Queens 2-1 in post-match penalties after a scoreless normal time.
I am very happy for the girls, for our team, that we managed to take this. And as we are going to be the representatives of Ramanja Settlement Camp, refugee settlement camp, I want to call upon the fans to come and support us, give us the support as we are going to play with the big teams.
The qualifiers were hosted at Rwamanja Stadium in Kamwenge and climaxed with 15 players, including debutant Niwasi Masara, selected for the TICAD Cup.
This game has been so wonderful because, of course, our team, I play for with She Falcons FC, and we are the winners. We thank the association, JICA, for this opportunity.
In the TICAD Cup final, teams from the settlements of Pagirinya, Palorinya, Ramanja and Rhino Camp will contest against several other teams for honors.
And that story brings us to the end of this bulletin. Thank you so much for having kept us company. And on behalf of the entire news crew this evening, it's good night.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Agriculture is Uganda's